wait a minute. I'm a beach stepper.
All right, y'all, so I'm out here in the shop. Y'all hear it's pouring down raining, man. But I wanted to show y'all that, you know, Quick Attach sent me this right here. This is the cover that stops the chips on the stump grinder from slinging too far. You know, I had already ripped the new one. Y'all see it? It's up against the wall back there. So what I did before I'm not going to put this on here on the thing, the stump grinder yet. But what I did is I made a pattern and I cut out a cutout. So I'm going to find some better material than this, and I'll have the exact dimensions. So on the back side of this is the pattern. So, and the holes don't have to be exactly. I can do that as I'm, you know, installing whatever material I use. I don't know what material to use, but I'm going to get something tougher than this. But this is like, I don't know, I want to say, well, I didn't have to pay for it. I want to say it's like $100. Now I'm going to save the pattern there, and I'm going to be thinking about, as I go through the one I got on there now, and then I go through this one, I'm going to be thinking about what material can I use when this one right here needs replacing. So we're going to put this up. So y'all see the expanded metal here, and this ain't the cheap stuff here. This is the it's ridged, it's heavy duty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of this off. It's always good to keep stuff like that. And I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to weld me a piece of that right here, a square of it, or a rectangle of it, whatever, you know. So when I'm standing here pushing these high flow in to the machine, I got some grip. And stepping off the machine and everything. But if this stuff gets just a little bit wet, it's super slippery, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna use a new welder for that. But I gotta clean me a spot off, and I'm not really worried about the stickers and stuff on this thing, more than my safety, because I've slipped and just about busted my butt and almost hit my head right here on that when I was pushing, because my foot slipped all the way back. So another thing that I'd like to do, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, is one thing that that really got me on this thing right here. You know, you got these nice pretty covers, right? And they're great in theory, but so I had the lines laying like this, right, outside, and I had the red cover on the $230 fitting there. And when I got ready to use this cutter, water was all in the red fitting. So it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I don't know, water was sitting in the red there, in the like a cup in the bottom of that thing. So that ain't good for water to be sitting in it. And it almost seems ridiculous, or defeats the purpose of well, where else am I going to put the lines when I store it? I don't really have the capacity to store it inside. Maybe I don't know, man. But anyway, that shouldn't hold water. So maybe what I'll do is I'll drill a few little holes on the back side of these right here, so the water at least can go out when it goes in there. Because where else am I going to put the lines at? All right. You see. Well, Ray, you can just fold them up around that right there and lay them down in there. No, because when water gets in there, it's dirty water, and the fittings are sitting in water. You know. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's always something to do out here, though. Always. Okay, guys. So check it out. I got a piece cut. That's where I want to put it. Now I'm gonna have to grind me off a place to, you know, to put the ground. And I don't really see a good place, man. Y'all see it. So I bought these things, and just for now, I'm going to use this cart right here as the cart for the welder. It's just kind of heavy, man. Yeah, it ain't something that you want to be, you know, toting around. So I may be able to get the ground underneath it right here. I need to turn that thing around too. That's going the wrong way. This thing right here needs to be, the wire needs to be coming out the back. So I'm gonna turn that around real quick. First thing I do is I want to get me a clean place to where I can start the weld. Like, you know, just take some of the paint underneath here off where it touches that. Not all of them, but because once it gets hot, it'll do what it do. But that's what I want. I need that foot plate, and that's perfect, man. Because then you can stand there and you got something to put your feet on when you're pushing these stupid lines in. Now I know I could use a grinding wheel and it'd probably be faster, but it'd be a lot more dusty and stuff. That's really all you need. That's good and clean without scarring the metal all up. But we're gonna take the paint off right here. So I got it tacked down. Well, it's down pretty good. I want to try to clean some of the welds and see what they look like. You know, just to critique myself a little bit. They look a lot better than the ones from yesterday, the day before yesterday, whatever that was. Let's see what this looks like. Well, a little bit better. Yeah, that one don't look that great. But the other ones are pretty good. And that's on there, man. That ain't moving. I'm gonna go and put one right there, and then maybe two more in the middle. Use another stick, you know. Y'all can see them, they're a little bit better than they was, y'all. They're a little bit better. And they don't have to be real neat, man. I mean, that stuff, that is burned in good, man. You can tell that's the first one, but as I got down through there, I got a little smoother, So, pretty soon I'll be running beads with that. Damn, Ray, I wouldn't have done all that, man. I wouldn't have welded on my attachment like that, man. You ruined it, man. No. That's gonna save my ass right there. So, that's finished product right there, y'all. But we didn't get no work in today, and we're not gonna get no work in tomorrow, I don't think. I don't think we're gonna be able to work tomorrow. Or if we do, it's not gonna be enough for me to justify help. It's just gonna be too wet. I might go do one or two just, empty properties or whatever, but as far as doing enough to where I can pay labor, nah. I'm just gonna kind of just slow road, man. That's gonna be nice, y'all. And see, things like this right here, I can do all the attachments now. See, before I couldn't. My MIG welder, it wouldn't get this metal hot enough. By the time this metal got hot enough, it already starts cutting through this. So I like that, dude. That is really gonna be handy. And I'm gonna do stuff like this on all the attachments because only I know how to get it in and out of the machine and what would be comfortable for me. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all see this picture? Y'all picture this, right? Y'all see this right here? I'd like to be able to step off of this and step onto here. Or step onto here, then to there, then up in the cab, right? Go from the ground to there, to there, to the seat. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm thinking about putting a piece of that mesh right here, but maybe putting it on a plate or something. Welding it to a metal plate. See that plate I got against that trash can? That's galvanized, but I can weld to that plate right there. And of course I would cut the plate, to make sure that it would go from this hole to that hole. These are threaded holes. So then all I gotta do is just drill 2 holes in there, and I'm not welding anything to the machine. I'm just welding to that plate, the strip of that plate. And putting the mesh I got right there on that plate, welding it to that plate, then bolting the plate down. And these are the size bolts right here. I don't have any, but I can go get them. All right, man. So let's give it a little bit of a flare. Yeah, a Ray touch. I like that. So I found a piece of steel I think it's gonna work for that right there. I'll weld some mesh onto that. I'm gonna make a step, man, with that and bolt it to that pole like I was telling y'all. Anyway, I'm going in the house, y'all.